Okay, we're going to roll right into our post-qualifying for tomorrow's 28th annual Toyota Save Mart 350 here at Sonoma Raceway. And we're joined by our second fastest qualifier, and that is A.J. Allmendinger. He's the driver of the number 40.
Was that a question? I mean, how do you? I mean, you seem like you're questioning whether that was that like Ron Burgundy on Anchorman?
It's a slam dunk that he is in here. The 47 car driven by A.J. Allmendinger of Ralph's Kingsford Chevrolet, and from Los Gatos, California. A.J., congratulations. Your car really has come alive, it looks like, here today in qualifying. I heard you talking about that the team has worked extremely hard, and you'll be starting on the front row here tomorrow at Sonoma. How does that feel?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big weekend for sure to have Ralph's and Kingsford and Clorox on the car. So being a home race and just obviously there's a lot of pressure when you show up. But yesterday was a struggle. We definitely kind of just missed everything we were trying to get right and never really found a happy medium. So we went to work last night. Guys did a good job, and I think we still got some work to do in race trim, but definitely a starting spot to run to the front, and this race just plays out so many different ways. So just go out there and try to be smart all day.
Questions for A.J.? If you have one, raise your hand. Questions for A.J. Allmendinger? We'll start right here with this gentleman right here, and then we'll go to that gentleman, and then to Bob Pockers.
Hey, AJ. Phil Barber, Santa Rosa Press, Democrat. When you say yesterday was a real struggle, what were you feeling in the car?
I was feeling really slow. I mean, it was slow. We never found a good balance. I thought at times we kind of would hit on something small, and then we try a different direction, and it would we'd struggle again. So, just the last couple of years, I feel like we've been able to come here, kind of put the car on the racetrack, had good speed, and just kind of worked off that. And yesterday we didn't. So, it wasn't any part of the racetrack. It wasn't any specific thing. We just didn't have a lot of speed, and the car didn't have a lot of grip. We'd kind of fall off pretty quick on tires. So, I think we sat down last night, went over some stuff, and I think the direction that we figured out is definitely better in qualifying trim, because yesterday we were only 15th in qualifying trim as well. So it's better, and to go run with the Gibbs cars, and I think Truex was really strong yesterday. Guys like Kurt's going to be really fast, Kevin, those guys. So bunch of fast guys that we got to work with, but I think we at least got a good direction for tomorrow.
Let's go to the gentleman right there, and then we'll go to Bob Pockers.
Hey, Jay, Don Langford from RaceSonoma.com. A lot of pressure on a home course trying to get into the chase. Does that add any additional pressure than just trying to do the best you can?
No, I mean, I put all the pressure on myself, but my best finish here is 7th, so it's not like I've dominated here. So there's not a lot of pressure when it comes to that, and I know it's a lot different than it's been the last couple of years here, knowing that it was basically all or nothing, because we'd be so far back in points, we'd have to win the race just to make the chase. We're not in that position. We've been kind of right on or in the cutoff. We had a tough weekend in Michigan 2 weeks ago, so we got to rebound from that. So, yeah, it'd be awesome to go win this race for so many different reasons. But if we can have a solid day tomorrow, we finished inside the top 5, it's a good day. And, if we get ourselves a chance to win, that's all we can ask for.
Let's go to Bob Pockers.
Bob Pockers, ESPN. Because of your strength on a road course, is it any easier, or do you have any more confidence of being able to go from 15th in final practice to a front row qualifying result?
Well, I mean, I think on road course racing, a driver can make more of a difference. You still got to have the setup and the car right, but I think especially on a one lap, you can go out there and try to get a little bit more and make things happen than at a place, say, like Michigan or Texas or those types of racetracks. So it makes it a little bit more fun, but we still got to go out there and make sure we get the car the best as possible. So we worked hard together. It's been an up and down weekend, but I feel like, as I said, we got the right way to go. We can work off of what we did in qualifying and try to make it better for the race, and then this race just plays out whether it's yellows, fuel mileage, tires. I mean, there's just so many strategy plays that come into this race. So just got to be smart about it and get what we can and just try to minimize the mistakes.
Let's go to this gentleman right here.
Yeah, Da from Channel 5, local CBS TV station here. Given that you grew up around in this area, does this kind of, for kind of basketball lingo, so to speak, does this give you home court advantage, so to speak?
No, they're really good here. So they're all good, you know. I mean, and it's not like we get to, not like we, you know, live in the garage right here. We can come test every day and work on setups. So, you know, it's there's no such thing as home course advantage. It's the Sprint Cup field, it's just so tight no matter what racetrack you go to. You know, best drivers in the world, you know, throughout what their background is and everything that you've done. So it's, like I said, I enjoy road course racing. It's what I grew up doing. It's what I learned from Joey Hand over there, you know. And it's stuff that I've always enjoyed. So it makes it a little bit more fun to come here, but it definitely is an advantage.
I heard that there are some family members cheering you on here. Does that get a little bit of added support to make you get over the hump?
No, I mean it's always fun to come back just because of family and friends. You know, it's a tough mixture because you want to make sure you give them time and you're able to hang out because you know, except for my parents they come to a lot of races. You know, other family and friends I don't get to see as often as I would like. So it's a tough weekend because you got to kind of go back and forth. You're still here to do a job. You still got to focus on that, but you know, you want to be able to hang out a little bit. You know, we got a big group for Kingsford and Clorox because they're based in Oakland. You know, Ralph's on the car. We got a big group from Kroger here, so it's a big weekend. But you know, once you get in the car, that's all that matters.
Any other questions for A.J. Allmendinger?
Can I ask one more?
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
It's your show, man. You just whatever you want. Yeah.
Just wondering how it's like to race back home here. Is this more special than the other courses that you race on an annual basis?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, Daytona's obviously the biggest race in our sport, but, you know, for me, this ranks up there right with it just because it is, it's close to my hometown. You know, I was taken here, you know, with my parents, my dad. We'd be here at the races all the time when I was a little kid. I raced at the go-kart track up there. I mean, it's a special race, and I love road course racing. It means a lot to me, and you know, a win anywhere. Beggars can't be choosers, right? So a win anywhere is good, but it'd be a little bit more special here.
Dominic? Right there.
Dominic Udigo, theracingexperts.com. Would you say tomorrow's race would be your best chance to punch a ticket to the chase, potentially?
No, I think every race is, you know, our best opportunity, no matter how we get the setup and stuff like that. You know, it's just as challenging as at a place like Martinsville or Bristol. I mean, anything can happen, and we haven't had the best luck here. We've kind of created some of our own bad luck at times too. So every weekend you show up, you got to look at it as your best opportunity to go out there and win.
AJ, congratulations on a great run today, and certainly a lot of luck to you here tomorrow. Okay, our Coors Light Pole Award winner for tomorrow's 28th annual Toyota Save Mart 350 is Carl Edwards, driver of the number 19 Stanley Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing with crew chief Dave Rogers. It's Carl's 19th career pole, his first pole at Sonoma Raceway. And Carl, talk about, boy, your car looked really, really sharp out there during qualifying today. And just talk about that, and then also how you anticipate things to go for the 19 team tomorrow. It looks like to me you're a contender.
Yeah, we have a very fast race car, and it was the first round went really well. Went out there and made probably one of the better laps I've ever run here, and I didn't need that 10 or 15 minute break between runs. So I had a lot of time to think about my laps, and so anyway, the second lap actually went really well, and but I thought it was a little faster than that, so we kind of narrowly got the pole. But we're really proud of my guys. We got a fast race car. We got a lot of folks from Stanley here, so it's really special to be able to start up front for them. They'll be here tomorrow, and we had a dinner with them last night, and they're so excited to be part of this sport and to be out here. There's a bunch of first time race attendees, and so that'll be a good time.
Carl's got a kind of a quick turnaround. He's got an autograph session, which he loves to do because he loves the fans. If we could just take about 3 questions and then we'll release him. Go right here. Start with this gentleman right here.
Hey, Carl. Phil Barber, Santa Rosa Press Democrat. You were fast yesterday, faster today. Are you willing to look at yourself as the favorite, or at least a favorite for this race?
I think every guy who's starting this race, every guy and girl's looking at themselves as a favorite. But I really do believe our cars are fast. I believe I've got the best guys on the box, the best pit crew. And yeah, I mean, we're here to win this race. So, that win here in 2014 was so cool. I mean, this place is so tough, and it's been so tough for me that a win would be spectacular. But I really think it's going to be a tough race. I think it's going to be hot. It's going to be difficult. I believe this package with the tires that we have is going to make, it's going to put it in the driver's hands. There are going to be a lot of mistakes made. I mean, you're looking at a guy that wrecked out of the race last year just by not using my head and by being too aggressive. So it's very easy to mess it up. Hopefully we don't do that and it goes well.
You have a question?
Carl, on the electronic tracker, you had the fastest time around turn 11. You own that turn on that particular lap.
I'm going to call that luck because that corner has bit me a number of different ways. You can ask some of my old crew chiefs, Bob Osborne and Jimmy Finnig and all those guys. I can't tell you how many times on the lap tracker I've been on the pole until I get to turn 11, and I've really screwed it up. So I'll take it today. It's that's one of the interesting and most unique parts of this racetrack is that corner. It's unlike anything else in our sport, and it's the car went through there well today.
Let's shift over here to Dominic. Go ahead.
Dominic Ottigo on the racingexperts.com. When you were sitting in the car between rounds 1 and 2, how confident were you thinking, I can sit on the pole today?
It's really tough to have a bunch of confidence in the second round at a place like this, just because you don't know what everybody's first lap was like. These guys are so good. You can look at guys like Allmendinger and Truex and Kyle Busch and all, Kurt, all the guys who, I could just go down basically the list, the top 20 or 30 guys, and anyone can put together a really good lap if you give them enough chances. So yeah, the key here is you got to go through all these shift all these times and brake perfectly and jump the curbs right and not make any mistakes. And nobody can do it over and over and over. So that's a long version of not a ton of confidence. You just have to go out there and do it.
We got 2 more. We'll go with Bob Pockris and then Jerry Jordan, and then we'll let Carl go.
Bob Pockris, ESPN. Denny was talking the other day about being fairly relaxed coming in here because he's got to win, and there's no road course in the chase. And with all 4 Gibbs guys having wins, is it a relaxed atmosphere at all this weekend?
I'd say it's the most relaxed I've been coming here, and it's fun. Who doesn't want to come out here and drive a car like this on a racetrack like this? It's one of the races I look forward to all year, and to come here with wins already and to be able to enjoy the beautiful weather and drive the cars like we get to around here. There's no other track where you get to drive like this. You really get to, no lap is perfect. Like I said, you're bouncing off of curbs, you're sliding around, you're spinning the tires, you're locking up brakes, and this is what driving a race car is about. So I think all of us in the Joe Gibbs camp are able to come out here and have just have a good time.
Final question, Jerry.
Jerry Jordan, Performance Racing Network and Kicking the Tires. Next week pretty much marks the halfway point of the season. Can you rate your performance and your teams where we're at right now going into Daytona?
I give our team an A. We've been doing really well, and the part that I'm most excited about is how we work together. Inside of our 19 team and JGR as a whole, it's just it's really cool. Dave Rogers has been amazing. I've got to know him really well, and that's been really fun. Time together, even outside of the racetrack, with Dave and with the team, and I feel like there's just we got all the pieces in place. So I've been enjoying it. It's gone by really fast. It just feels like the season just started, and I'm looking forward to the chase. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
Carl, congratulations and best of luck here tomorrow.
All right, cool. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.